Okay, guys, this is a really important one, and I mean, when I say important, I mean important. Why do I do what I do? I do it for the little girl on the right. Yeah, she's the one wearing the Union flag mask. It's my great-granddaughter. I talk about her a lot, don't I? She's such a major part of my life. Well, perhaps one of the reasons I'm determined to keep on living. I want to see her grow up, but I wanted to see her grow up in a country that belongs to her, a country where she's recognised as a little Welsh girl. Currently, the way the law stands is she's not recognised as an Indigenous person to these islands that make up Great Britain. They don't recognise the English, the Scots, the Welsh, Republic of Ireland. They don't recognise us as Indigenous people. Well, there's a petition out to change it. When I first saw the petition, I just skipped over it. I thought it was a bit dry. Anyhow, played on my mind last night, and I was thinking there must be more to that petition. You didn't read it right, GA. Go read it again. Anyhow, basically, I've got Sam to help me dig into it, obviously. The petition before Parliament is asking the government to recognise the English, the Welsh, Scottish, Cornish and the Manx as Indigenous people to these islands. It's close to 10,000 signatures needed for a response. We've got to get it to 100,000 so it can be debated in Parliament. Well, the government's previous position has been that the UK ethnic and national groups, that's Bonnie there, do not fall under the international definition of Indigenous peoples. So you can see now the importance of this legal requirement that this petition is after. But the petition is not just about history, it's about whether the native peoples of these islands, you, me, I don't include anyone who's a British citizen, I'm only speaking about the British, and people like Bonnie have a recognised legal and cultural status in their own hand. Pause, Paul. Why doesn't the government like it? Well, if it accepts that we are Indigenous, it accepts the term Indigenous, it opens up a large legal and political door. They won't like it if we've got, as the Indigenous people, if we have rights, if Bonnie has rights, if I have rights, if you have rights. Think, Paul. Thing is, this petition, it goes against what the government wants. It's not just a symbolic thing, it challenges this government's existing position on who we British are. In 2023, in a parliamentary answer, the government said the national minority groups and other ethnic groups within the UK and its overseas territories do not fall within the scope of Indigenous people under UNDRIP, UNDRIP, a name. And it says that human rights apply universally to all. So they refuse to recognise that we have any rights. Perhaps this is why we're having all this trouble. They don't see us, the Indigenous people, as having rights. They think these islands are just land that they can fill with anyone they like. Anyhow, we got to get this signature going. this video needs to be pushed, hyped, or not even this video, the petition needs to be pushed, hyped, shared. Too important. We got to get it out. We got to get this petition out. Let's go take a look at it. Okay guys, this is the petition over on the UK government site. Ratify the Indigenous and Tribal Peoples Convention 1989. Oh, I almost skipped over it, didn't I? We believe this would affirm, right. We ask the government to ratify ILO Convention 169 on Indigenous and Tribal Peoples and consider it whether it would be appropriate to formally recognise the English, Scottish, Welsh, Cornish and Manx as the indigenous people of Great Britain and its Isles. We believe this would affirm their ancient cultural, linguistic and genetic continuity. Britain's native peoples have inhabited these islands continuously since post-Ice Age times, with many recent genetic studies showing deep ancestry predating known major migrations. Recognition under ILO 169 and UNDRIP principles, which the UK endorsed, would, we believe, protect distinct identities, languages and heritage without exclusion. Comparable cases exist. The Maori, recognised in New Zealand, and the Sami, the Bronze Age presence, recognised in Scandinavia. I can see what they've done in the past, yeah, when they're talking about the Maori, but that's not what this video is about. We believe it is about historical truth and cultural equity. Okay guys, there's the petition. I'll leave the link in the bottom. Give your children, your grandchildren, give yourselves the right to be recognised legally as an Indigenous British person. Okay guys, that's all I've got. Like, subscribe, share. This video is mega important. You've been listening to Paul Morris, the Green Arrow. See you on the next one. Now let's go do a live.